Y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I am back with a little Mother's Day idea. Mother's Day is this Sunday, and so I thought I would make something for an idea that you might could use for Mother's Day. So what I did is I created this super cute little heart box, and I used a Prima flower on top, and I used some gold foil paper, and I cut out two pieces, and I layered it up, and I put on here, and it says Mom. The paper that I used, and let me show you the paper that I'm using. The paper that I'm using is this Prima, the painted floral that I got on scrapbook.com. And so I absolutely just love this paper. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I am using some regular solid, just regular thick cardstock. I think it's a 65 pound. And yeah, it's so cute. Let me show you how this opens. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? You could put some little shred in here, maybe put some jewelry or something in there for your mom or your loved one, your daughter, whatever. Or you could put some chocolates, whatever you want. And this actually reminds me of the chocolate heart box is what it reminds me of. So let me show you how I made this. As you see, just pops right back together. How cute is that? Now, I have this die, and it is a KS Crafts die, and it's supposed to, it makes the outside, and it makes this regular heart right here, but it also made a small box inside, and I wanted to make it where it looked like the heart. So, you know, all you got to do is just start gluing paper together, and voila, you'll have it done. So let me just show you what I've done. Now, I've already glued one of my hearts together, okay, because I want them to be nice and flat. And so I'm going to do the others on camera. Okay, so what I did is I took a piece of this thick, it's like craft cardstock. It's pretty thick. And what I did is I took two pieces of some decorative paper or colored solid paper, and I've glued them together because I want them to be nice and thick. Okay, so on this one I had already glued the purple to both sides, and I went ahead and glued the outside heart on this side, but I didn't glue anything here yet, and you'll see why. Okay, so this one I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to glue this together. I am trying out my Bearly Art Glue. So far, it's okay. It works pretty good. I think that Art Glitter Glue seems to like dry a little faster, but as long as my paper sticks together, it's working out just fine. So I'm just going to make sure I get all my glue over here. Run these little loops over here because I want them to glue together really well. Once you do that, then you just get yourself some glue and go all over. And you're going to glue the pretty piece to the craft cardstock. Okay, so then you're going to just get that pressed down. Flip it over and let's do the other side. I just didn't want to leave any brown, and you don't want to leave any loop with no glue. You want to make sure you got it down really well. Now, if you don't have this particular die, just see if you have a heart die, and it doesn't have to have loops. You just want to make sure that your hearts are bigger than the one you put in the center. Okay, get that in there. And I'm going to lower this one up. Oops, I got a little piece of purple right here. Let me make sure I get that out. If you do not have a die, you can fold a piece of paper in half and just make a heart. Just fold it in half and make a heart. Okay, so I'm going to get that down. Some of my brown is sticking out. I'm not going to sweat that small stuff. Okay, so I've got that down, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my other hearts for the other side, because I want to put my outside pieces out here first. That way then I can get it glued on and I can let it dry nice and flat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to glue this up in the center. See, so make sure if you don't have this loopy die, you know, that makes the loops on the outside of your heart, just make sure that you have two hearts that one's bigger than the other. Okay. I'm going to get this pressed down really well. What I did for this one is I put it under like my iPad or something just to get it good, dry, and flat. So you just want to make sure it's good, dry, and flat. Okay, so I'm going to put that over the top so I can let that dry. I'm going to put this over to the side. Okay, so what you're going to need, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this one since it's good and dry. We're going to work with this one. Okay, we're going to need a heart for the inside. I've already got my mom all here, got it ready to go, and I glued two together here, and you can see a little bit of glue. I just kind of made a little bit of a mess there. But what you're going to need is you're going to need your hearts, and then you're going to need two pieces. This is 12 inches by 2. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your scoreboard, and you're going to score each one of your pages or each one of your strips at 1 3/4. Okay, because that will kind of give you a guide of where we need to cut up to. Okay, let me get that. Cut these off. And I actually, when I cut these, I need to trim the ends because I left the branding strip on, so I'm just going to trim off that little bit at the end. Okay, so they're 12 by 2, scored at 1 3/4. My stomach is growling. I just ate dinner. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to have to cut yourself some little tiny, like little fringe up to that score line. And just go all the way down. And I'm just doing, I don't know, 1/2 inch, less than that, in between. Just kind of eyeball it. Just up to that little score line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to fold it in half inside out here. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got our heart, and I've already cut my fringe, it's scored at 3/4 of an inch. You can have your fringe folding. So now what you're going to do is I figured the easiest way is to lay your heart down, and I'm just going to kind of fold my little pieces up, add some glue. Just start adding glue just so I can get it going. You're going to take it where that point of your heart is. And you're just going to start and just kind of mold it like how your heart is shaped. Okay. Once you get these to stay down, this is going to go fairly fast. Okay. So now you're just going to keep holding it and you're molding it around where the heart is, the heart shape is. So now that I've got that going, hold it down a little bit. We want to make sure that it's nice and glued together. Then what I did is I just added my glue. Okay, added my glue. Just kind of keep molding it just so you can make your box shape. And it might not come out totally smooth going around, but that's okay. We're not machines that have made boxes. We are people. And we're just human. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of glue. thank you for all your kind comments that you made on my shadow box that my brother made me. My brother and his wife, they say they're not crafters. I disagree. There's so many different kinds of crafters out there, and when my brother puts his mind to something, he just does it. And my brother has a Cricut. Him and his wife, they use their Cricut. And they absolutely love making shirts and things like that. So he just did an amazing job. I'm going to keep adding glue on my little tabs. And just once you get them, see how it's molding? It's kind of molding to the side. You can kind of fold it to kind of get this side pressed down. Okay, so there we go. Let's work on this other part. I'm going to do one of these on camera and I'll do the other one off camera so it doesn't take so long. Add my glue. Okay, I'm going to bring that one down. Let's see that just a little bit. It's kind of poking up, so I need to fix that one. I don't want it to, I want it to at least try to be even. So you just keep working it. Okay, there, add some more glue. And of course this is not long enough, so that's why you needed a second piece. And you're going to need to make 2 of these, so you'll have to cut the extra 2 pieces. And just kind of mold it. And I like to just kind of work my way around. And get that pressed down really well. Okay, so there I've got that part. See how that's looking? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your other piece and you're going to, I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Because you want to, the reason you fold it so you can find your points. I found that was the easiest way. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start by cutting in that center. And just make my little fringe pieces. And this one's going to be too long. You'll just cut it off. I just didn't want to cut it until I knew which one I needed. Or how long I needed it. Okay. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so now this one's going to go here. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of start in the bottom, and you can kind of measure and you'll be able to see how much you can actually cut off. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably cut off, I don't know, let's see how long that was. About, I cut about 3 inches off each side, so really your piece only needs to be 6 inches. Okay, I'm gonna put my glue. You can use hot glue if you want. It's up to you. And I'm just going to start at my point at the bottom. Kind of line it up. And it's gonna, your pieces are gonna overlap, which is totally fine. I'm just going to add glue all up in here. And I'm going to press this down to make it even. And then on this part that overlaps, just stick some glue up inside. And kind of press it down and just hold it down. And do the same thing to the other side. Okay, get this pressed down. I've added my glue under there. I'm just pressing down, making sure this is even here. I'm going to add my glue over here. Just kind of make sure it's pressed flat so they're together. And now I've created my heart shape. See? Easy, right? Just like making any kind of box. Okay, so now what you're going to need to do is this one that I've already got this glued on here. I'm going to use this one since it's nice and dry, and you're going to glue this one on to this one. Just leaving that little border, so I'm going to add my glue. I really like this outside piece, the outside opposed to the black that's on the inside of this double-sided paper. But I wanted this beautiful papers on the outside to show up. So that way it would kind of, okay, I'm going to move it around, make sure I get my heart as even as I can. Press it down. See a little bit of my heart coming up right there, so I'm going to add glue. Add in glue. Let's see if I can put something in here to press this down. Okay, and so there is one part of my box. Easy, right? Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got both of my hearts completed and I think they're fairly dry. What I did is, in my heart dies, I had a smaller one, and because I wanted the pretty flowers inside, I went ahead and cut out the smaller one and I put it inside. I think on the other one, because I was looking at what I did, and I think on the other one I put my tabs underneath, and that way they didn't show. And this one I actually put them above. It doesn't matter. You can cover it up or leave it. It doesn't really matter. It's just going to turn out beautiful either way. Okay, let me get this lid back on here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to add some glue on the bottom of this. I've got my glue gun all heating up so we can add a little embellishment to the top. So I'm just going to stick this down inside. I could have used the one that fits exactly, but it was really close, and I just want to make sure it's down in there. So I'm just going to do it like this. Add one on the other side. Get that down in there. Kind of move them around where you want them. Okay, so there we go. So now I have both of them covered. And let's see. This is the moment of truth. Okay, so I have slipped it down in there, and look how this one has turned out as well. You can see here, it's a little wet still, so I'm going to try not to maneuver it too much till it's good and dry. But see, there you go. You just kind of have to fix the sides a little bit and just slide it down on top, and there you go. So now you have your cute little heart box, isn't it, darling? Now I have a few Prima flowers here that I'm going to use. I was going to use this one that I had made as well, and I thought, you know, I'll just use my Prima flowers I have here. So this is actually just the same color pretty much as the paper. So I think I'll do that one. And then I can add a little bit of greenery under the edge like I did. So I'm going to go ahead, get this glue gun. and add my glue. Go ahead and put my flower. I have something with this side of a heart to put a flower. If you want to add a couple flowers, go for it. Embellish this though any way you like. I just think it's Mother's Day and mothers like flowers. And me, I like simplicity a little bit. I like things to be... Okay, I'm just going to slip that under there. So there we got that. Now I've got my mom that I had already cut out, and I'm going to put it across the top. You can add some little tulle underneath, would be really, really pretty. I'm just going to add some of my glue. And then, okay, got a little glue. I need some down here. And I'm just going to put Mom going across the top of my box. If you want to do these for other occasions, just change the top. Don't put Mom on it. Just do whatever you like. And there we go. Aren't they so cute? Look at that. You can do a different color. I kind of like the gold on here. I think it'd be nice to have like some glitter cardstock or something and cut it out with that. But I just used a piece of like this gold that I had. And I think that they are just absolutely just darling. Easy, right, y'all? So easy. Just take your dies. You can make these in any sizes. Use the same technique. And you will have the most beautiful boxes. You can do other shapes. Just whatever you like. Yeah, just whatever you like. It will be absolutely just beautiful, whatever you do. Sorry about that, y'all. I got kind of kicked off from a phone call. But anyway, here they are. This is how they both turned out. They turned out so super cute. I absolutely love them. You can make these for any season. It doesn't have to be for Mother's Day. If you want to make different shapes, go for it. Just use the same technique to make your sides. And yeah, that's it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming back, watching my videos, supporting my channel. It is so appreciated. I'm so grateful. And yeah, that's it, y'all. If you're not subscribed, I'd love your subscription if you like what you see. And yeah, don't forget to hit that notification bell and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I probably will get this loaded tomorrow morning. It'll be Wednesday morning when I get this loaded up, because it's pretty late tonight. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.